know, I gotta be the better wrestler, and I gotta be the better striker, hands down. That's what has to happen. If I don't do those things, then fight's not mine.
I'm gonna go after him. My fans and all the crowd I'm gonna take him down and submit it or knock him out.
I got that power, and those shots, you know, and I gotta want that KO, that knockout, submission, fight of the night. I'm gonna have one of them. Guaranteed. I'm guaranteeing it right now.
There's no way that can happen. This fight is mine. I wanna kick him in his face for my fans and knock him out.
A lot of confidence inside the cage. Let's see what the tale of the tape has to say. Jose Aldo, 22 years of age, 5'7", weighted at 146. Jonathan Brookins, 23, 6 feet tall, and there you see the reach advantage, 4 inches. We go inside the cage. Joe Martinez has our official introductions.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of featherweight action inside the cage. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. His style, wrestling and boxing. At 6 feet even, he weighed in 146 pounds even. As a professional, he brings 8 victories and 2 defeats into tonight, his WEC debut, fighting out of Houston, Texas. Here is Jonathan Brookins. Next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is a jiu-jitsu artist. At 5 feet 7 inches tall, he too weighed in 146 pounds even. As a professional, he steps into the cage tonight for the 13th time, bringing 11 victories and just 1 defeat, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Here is Jose Aldo Jr. Referee in charge of the action, Troy Waugh.
Gentlemen, we all know the rules. I want a good, clean fight. Touch gloves, go back to your corner. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
So it's the speed and the fury of the featherweight division. This one's scheduled for 3 action-packed rounds.
Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? Fight!
You know, I gotta ask somebody that does that with their hair. You know, Clay Guida and now Jonathan Brookins. What's the
distraction,
advantage?
huh?
Yeah, I think it's distraction. Look at that. Now he's spending time to comb his hair back.
Should go like Uriah Faber and just cornrow those babies.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do the Frank Mir thing and just cut that coif short.
So right now it looks like Jonathan Brookins is looking to land that lead left. But right now he's getting ate up a little bit by Jose Aldo's superior kicking abilities. Yeah, some of those inside kicks that he's landed were vicious. Through a high right roundhouse. Let's see if he keeps setting them up again. Looks like he's gonna keep throwing. Oh, wow. He threw a right hand right down the pipe. Dodged right outside the jab. There.
Oh my, that inside kick just totally threw Brookins off balance. He's gonna have to shoot and try to find something because this stand-up thing is not working with Aldo.
No, it's not. Jose Aldo has excellent strikes with the legs. Now he slipped a punch and came over with a little bit of a long left hook. Oh, the right roundhouse is awesome.
He is just loosening him up. Aldo is just loosening up, and I am predicting a big bomb is going to come flying in here momentarily.
Jonathan Brookins needs to on one of those kicks. I mean, I know they're fast, but he has to do something to discourage Jose Aldo from just teeing off on him with it. If he turns his knee in, it'll keep his leg from being blasted out of away, and it also will be shin to shin, and it'll cause a little bit of damage on Jose Aldo. It'll hurt. But right now, not only do those kicks hurt, but you can see how it's moving Jonathan Brookins' leg completely off balance. See that?
Look at that.
And that's why that hand combination's coming right afterwards. After you throw someone's leg off balance like that, they're very open because you can't defend yourself. Basically, after that kick, Jonathan Brookins is standing on one foot for all practical purposes.
Look at the right hand of Aldo. It is cocked and ready to go.
Yeah, you know, that's very important when you're fighting in an opposite stance. You know, Jose Aldo is right-handed and Jonathan Brookins is fighting out of a left-handed stance. Is that lead right is hard to pick up, same as the lead left, straight left from the southpaw, Jonathan Brookins.
Wow.
Man, his knee's gonna get damaged. He has to come up with something. He has to turn that leg in. He can't just eat that on the inside of his knee. You have to take it on the front of your shin.
You eat too many of those and your night's going to be over.
Yeah, he's going to blow out. I mean, I don't know the medical terms. You know, I'm not a doctor by no means. But let's say it's going to be
Take your pick,
messed up.
MCL,
Yeah,
ACL.
yeah, take it, you know. He's not going to be walking very good. As it is tomorrow, he's going to be limping around. Right now, though, if he doesn't figure out something, you know, if he doesn't realize to turn his knee in, he might be facing a surgery after this. Oh, what a
Brookins
beautiful
now.
lateral drop. That was sick.
Brookins finding something that works, trying to counter-answer the speed of Jose Aldo.
Jose Aldo's a quick guy. Did you see that?
Yes, he is. And I think Brookins would be wise to get him back down on the mat.
That was a beautiful lateral drop.
He's got the long lead. Remember, he's got about a 4-inch advantage on that reach, so why not just lead with that? Oh! He takes a punch right to the face, but keeps moving and is able to adjust his hair.
You know, a lot of times, a lot of southpaws, you know, they have that excellent jab because they're used to fighting a guy who's right-handed. You know, it's more common. So a lot of times you can be frustrated a lot with the jabbing hand, but the minute they throw a jab, if you fire your own right hand, which is going to be your power hand because your right leg is back as the right-handed guy, you can just tee off on the chin, right like that. And then that was excellent for Jose Aldo to come over the top with the left hook. You throw the right hand, left hook, and now it depends on where your opponent's head is. If he leans over from the lleft hook, you can throw a right uppercut or come back with a straight right again.
Well, the hands of Jose Aldo, he is coming at all different angles right
hands,
now.
Kicks. I'd like to see him getting back into the kicking, you know, throwing a jab. I think maybe that lateral drop he got thrown might have him thinking a little bit about now the takedown abilities of Jonathan Brookins. And it's easier to stay on your feet when you don't throw kicks.
Big combination by Aldo.
Yeah, you know what? If he does that again, I wouldn't be surprised. Jose Aldo's a very schooled striker. If he throws a right roundhouse, and that was a nice lead elbow he just threw there. He kept his left hand down and threw the left elbow right down the middle. But if Jonathan Brookins, again, fades over towards his left side, over his own left leg, don't be surprised to see Jose Aldo throwing a vicious right roundhouse. Right head kick. That's what I would throw after my hand combination. See how he's leaning over there? Set it up. You know, you've thrown enough low kicks. Throw that high kick now. This could end the fight in one shot.
Well, I think Brookins is looking for that opening when Aldo comes in with that low kick again, trying to come up with an over-the-top right.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times if you don't like someone kicking your leg, another thing you can do is put your weight on your leg so that, again, it doesn't get moved out. And then when you take the kick, you have to time it just right. As you see the kick coming, fire a straight punch down the middle and knock your opponent over.
Back inside the cage, 1 round complete in this featherweight bout between Jonathan Brookins and Jose Aldo. And these kicks are just snappy.
Yeah, those kicks, he has all hip behind him, and he's using the shin. Those are vicious. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that as far as kicks. And here he comes in, he comes forward a little too much, and Jonathan Brookins does that lateral drop and is able to get his hips rotated all the way through. And that was a beautiful throw. I mean, that's a little bit of a sacrifice throw. You know, sometimes you can end up on your own back. But at the same time, you know, it's a high-risk throw, but it's a high-reward throw. It looks very impressive to the judges, and a lot of times, you know, if you are able to land it, you end up in a nice, beautiful process position.
A big knot over the left eye of Jose Aldo, and during that timeout, Jonathan Brookins in his corner rubbing that right knee.
I'd be surprised to see if that 1 minute of rest might actually hurt more, because you know, you take a minute off, sometimes you get out of the pace of the fight.
Right.
You feel the injuries that you just happened in that last round.
Well, the story really has been the hand speed of Jose Aldo, and the low kicks, the inside kicks have done a lot of damage to
The
Jonathan
speed in
Brookins.
general. Jose Aldo is a quick guy. I mean, when he was on his back there after that throw, Jonathan Brookins kind of stood in front of him, and he was able to put his hands on the mat and stand up and fade off to the left before Jonathan Brookins could even react.
That left, in a blink of an eye, comes over the top. Jose Aldo just cocking that right hand.
He's setting up that left hook, though.
Kick again in a combination.
That was, I mean, pull your notebooks out, guys. This is how to do stand-up. Fast, powerful, explosive, and devastating. And he's doing combinations. He's not just trying to finish the fight. Look at that leg kick.
Just swept him.
That was a kick. He just knocked his leg right out from underneath of him. And did you see how he went to fire up that right roundhouse?
Yep.
Maybe he has the right. It's going to be coming pretty soon. Jonathan Brookins needs to figure out a way to get this fight to the ground. He cannot stand here and keep trading with Jose Aldo. There's nothing against Jonathan Brookins' stand-up. It's just that Jose Aldo is a world-class striker.
Yeah, look at that. Every time he goes to that inside kick, the head of Brookins naturally comes forward, and Aldo's got that right cocked and ready to go.
Wow. He needs, I mean, at this point, he needs to just take a risk for the takedown.
There he goes. Tries to shoot on Aldo. But Aldo's superior speed and escapability. Look at that. Brookins just can't find it.
Yeah, Jose Aldo's a quick guy. I know we've said it now about 15 times.
Stop. Warning, you let go of the cage, okay? Do not hang on to the cage. Lock up. No, spin. Fight!
Wow, okay. That's good.
Puts him right back close to where they were. We stopped it.
Yeah, no, I like that, you know. A lot of times when guys do things improper or foul, they get started in a better position.
Right.
And, you know, in a way, it kind of rewards you for the foul. Right there, you know what? There was no reward for that. He stopped the action. The referee made his call very clear and decisive, did not hold the cage so he could be understood, and then put them right back where they were. That's excellent. I like that referee there.
Troy Waugh, our official in this featherweight bout, coming up on 2:30, halfway through this second of 3 rounds scheduled. And the pace has slowed considerably for Jose Aldo, but again, those knees are just buckling under the pressure that Jose Aldo is delivering.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jonathan Brookins switch stances and put his left leg forward. You know, at this point, a lot of guys do that. That's, you know, in a way, I love leg kicks, and when I land a good leg kick, if I see my opponent switch stances, I know that, oh, that hurt.
Well, he has taken several shots to both knees tonight, courtesy of Aldo, and there's another one, knocking it clean off the canvas.
You know, featherweights need to be watching this fight because Jose Aldo he's here in the WEC to make a name for himself. And
I'd like to see his ground game, though. I mean, I think that's the only way Brookins is going to get a chance here. This isn't working for him.
You know, in Jose Aldo's last fight, he fought somebody that I've always watched as a younger...
Alexander Nogueira.
Yeah, Pequeño is not a scrub at all when it comes to the ground game. I mean, his guillotine's probably one of the best in the world. Oh, what a body kick. And, you know, and they ended up on the ground for a little bit, and Jose Aldo just stuffed him in the half guard and rained down punches. So we have seen a little... He does know how to fight on the ground also. I mean, he trains, you know, down there in Brazil. You got to know that he has great ground, too.
Combination coming from Jose Aldo. Look how quickly he gathers his bearings again. After going for the roundhouse, composes. Look at that.
Oh, he just needs to... Oh, I wish... that right roundhouse just needs to sail high. Jonathan Brookins needs to stop fading his head to his right, or to his own left. Oh, that is just a recipe for disaster.
Brookins now is so backing off on the balance on the balls of his feet because he's so afraid of getting that hit in the inside, the kicks to the inside of his leg.
Yeah, like I said,
his balance is just in there.
I don't know how he hasn't switched stances. I mean, I think that almost everybody else would have eaten the kicks that he just ate. So now he's putting his hands down.
He's starting to feel it. Brookins in the black trunks.
I wouldn't think poorly upon his corner at all by throwing the towel in right now, because this kid Jonathan Brookins is willing to take a lot of abuse. He's a tough guy, no doubt about it. But some of the things that he's done now by putting his hands down are preparing him to get knocked out.
He's setting the table with that right knee being forward, and Aldo happy to come get it. And a big exchange at the end of round number 2. We're going to a third and final round.
Please, sir.
It's not, I mean, you're feeling it, all right? Yep. It's okay. You check the kick by lifting the knee.
Well, the key in round number 2, much like round number 1, those low inside kicks coming from Jose Aldo.
Yeah, these are honestly some of the best kicks I've seen. You know, look at that. I mean, they're fast, they're devastating. I mean, they're near perfect. I mean, I guess if you want to be highly critical, You might say, well, he didn't throw a hand combination beforehand, but he's so fast, he doesn't, normally, everybody else, we got to throw something ahead of the kick to get you to not realize the kick's coming, to throw you off. He's so fast that he's just firing the kick.
I'll tell you what, after the action in round number 1, I did not think we would see round number 3, but here we are.
Fighter, are you ready?
So this is it, the third and final round in this featherweight throwdown between Jonathan Brookins in the black trunk and Jose Aldo in the black with red trim.
Jose Aldo, I think, is going to even do a little bit more kickboxing display. Look at his stance.
Yeah.
He's now he's bouncing.
Off.
Here the kicks come. He is an excellent striker.
If you're Brookins, could you close the distance on him, thus
he's so
mitigating
quick.
the power? I mean,
And also he's attacking the lead leg, so it's hard to come forward when all the weight on your lead leg is being thrown off. So that's a great thing.
idea in theory.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just admiring the power
but it's just
of
not
the kicks.
happening. Oh, and a
Please
big
stop.
right from Aldo. Drops Brookins to the canvas, and he's in real trouble.
I can't believe this kid survived this long.
That's it.
Wow. Awesome.
Troy Waugh has to stop the fight.
Oh, please don't hurt yourself. Oh, man. This guy is for real. Jose Aldo is a scary guy.
He dances, he does gymnastics, he does a high wire act, and he does some devastating jiu-jitsu. Watch the speed of this exchange.
Right hand, just right on the button. He's been doing it all night, but finally caught a good shot. Here he fades from the left hook attempt of Jonathan Brookins. Look at that right hand, perfect. Right there on the button, turned his hips into it. Oh, thank God he almost kicked him in the head. And here, I'm just hoping he doesn't hurt himself because obviously Jose Aldo's going for a title here pretty soon. I mean, I can't imagine.
That's a misty flip.
Oh.
That's what you call that. After a devastating performance by that man, Jose Aldo, we go inside the cage. Joe Martinez has the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 45 seconds of round number 3 stoppage due to strikes for your winner by TKO victory, Jose Aldo Jr.